Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be sharing with you on how to sew a female trouser. Easy step-by-step tutorial. I'll be showing you how to avoid all the calculations and still get your trouser perfectly. We'll be doing it from the cutting to the sewing and to the waistband and to the finishing. It's actually a beginner sewing tutorial, so let's get started, guys. First of all, I have to fold your fabric into two, which is the two you're going to be folding is going to be for the front pattern, and this is going to be your hip measurement divided by 4 plus about 4 inches for seam allowance. Then if you're making a trouser, you're going to determine if you're going to use a waistband. I'm actually using a waistband, which you can see that my length, I didn't actually start my tape from the actual fabric. I left about 1.5 inches away, which is going to serve as my band. For you to get your crotch depth, you're going to be sitting on a table and putting your tape from your waist to the seat, or you just simply divide your hip measurement by 4. Whatever you have, that is going to be your crotch depth. So that's it. So this is my hip measurement. I just put my hip measurement at the waist because this is going to be using an elastic. It's not going to be a fitted pant. So I actually use my hip measurement. So what you're seeing me drawing is my hip measurement divided by 4. From there, you're going to keep your tape away from your measurement, you get. So you can take your crotch measurement. So when I was done, I took my crotch measurement, which was 10 inches, and I'm just going to add half an inch because it's going to be a free pant. Do you get me? That is it. Your crotch measurement after your hip length, after your hip point, the next point you're going to be taking is your crotch point. So I took mine, and that's what I have. And from now, you're going to be taking your tight measurement, your round lap measurement, which is, when I took mine, it was 12, it was 24. So 24 divided by 2 is going to be 12. So I added 12 there. Then I'm going to add about 1 inch extra for seam allowance. That is it. And this is going to be a free pant. So I'm going to be, and mind you, when I was taking the measurement, because it's going to be a free pant, I did not take it tightly. So when you're measuring for yourself, you should know how you want the pant to be. So after that, you're going to point from that crotch measurement. You're going to dot just the way you do your armhole. You're going to cuff it. So before then, I'm just going to draw this line so it will be easier for us to cuff without making some errors. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead now and add 1 inch extra. Now I added half inch extra. So let's just put simple. After your crotch measurements, just add 1.5 inches at the crotch for your allowance, for your crotch allowance. You get me? So that's going to save us sewing allowance and crotch allowance. So I added 1.5 inches all together. After my crotch measurement, I added 1.5 inches extra for our crotch allowance. That is it. So this is me just confirming if what I have is accurate. So there was a shift there, so I had to correct it because it was not straight. So for us to make a curve at that point, you're going to be curving from your hip point to your crotch measurement. From your hip point to your crotch measurement, you can see. So you're just going to, that's from the hip allowance. You know, we added 1 inch for seam allowance at the hip side. So we are just going to connect it that way. Just connect it slowly. Okay, this is going to make it easier for us. You're just going to come up from the crotch allowance. You're going to come up by 1. Then we are just going to dot those lines, and we are just going to curve it that way to give us that curve. So this is it. That's our crotch, guys. Okay, so because I don't want my pant to be big from up, so I'm just going to shape it. I'm just minusing 1 inch. That's that 1 inch extra that we added. So we're actually using our actual hip at the waistline. Our actual hip. The gathers, the elastic we are going to be putting is going to make it to be fitted over there. But I just wanted to remove that 1 inch, just 1 inch. Then I'll come up here. Then I'll take out half inch from there, then I'll just connect it down to where we have that 1 inch. Then I'm just going ahead to measure what I have in total at this crouch point. I want to make sure what I have there. Then I also go ahead and take my length. The full length of this trouser is actually 42, so I'm going to be adding 2 inches for seam allowance. That is what I'm going to use to fold it first, then I'll fold the second. That is it. So I added 2 inch extra for seam allowance. Then what I have at that, I'm actually going to be using my exact measurements. I'm not going to, all the allowances I added, I'll remove them. So this is it. So from there, I'm just going to go ahead now and draw a straight line. It's a big pant, it's not going to be fitted anywhere, so I just draw a straight line from there to meet up with what we have there. After that, I'm just going to go ahead now and cut, and this is basically all for the front pattern. And when you're cutting your fabric, that's the hem line, you're just going to fold it this way. I had to measure it again. What I have at that, my exact, that's 12 is what I took over there. Then I'm going to go ahead now and just shape it over this way. And at the other side, I'm just going to cut everything just the way it is. So this is it for the front piece. Then I had to place an extra fabric for the back piece. I folded 2 extra fabric for the back piece, and I'm just going to add some allowances. All the allowance I didn't add at the front, I'm going to be adding them here. So I took out 1/2 inch from the front, then plus 1 inch, because our front and back are not the same, so our back is going to be going up. So I'm going to come up here by 1.5 inch. 1.5 inches was what I came up with. Then at this crouch measurements, at that crash point, I'm also going to come up by 2 inches. That's going to save as our allowance for the front and for the back. So all the allowances I added it here at the back, so I'm going to add 2 inches here. Then I'll connect it that way. Then after that, I'm also going to add about 1/2 inch over here. I just added it. We are going to be using elastic, so it's going to make everything to be all right. So that's it. You're just going to go ahead and connect and make sure that the down parts, they are the same, on the same line. The crash are on the same line, guys. So after that, I'm just going to, at the down part, I'm going to come up by 1 inch. I added 1 inch at the down. So that 1 inch, I'm just going to go ahead. It's going to save as a sewing allowance also. That's the 1 inch for sewing allowance. So if you like, you can add 1.5 inch over there. So from there, I'm just going to connect it this way from that crouch allowance and to the hem line. The reason why I added 2 inch for, you can, if you're a bigger person, you can add 2.5. You can add any allowance that you want. I actually told you at the beginning of this video that it's going to be straight to the point. I'm not going to be doing all those calculations, but you're still going to get your trouser perfectly. So after that, I'm going to cut. Guys, if you watch this video to this point, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe and share to your friends. So that's it. So when I was done, this is just me placing my hand on a random paper. It doesn't have anything, there is no measurement. I just folded the fabric in twos, and I place my hand and I'm just going to mark it. This is the pocket, guys. There are a lot of method of cutting pocket, but this is the actual beginner friendly one I want to use. So if you follow it, you're still going to be getting the same result. So I actually use it and I cut an extra too for the other side. Just use it and cut extra for the other side. So this is the easiest way we are going to be sewing it. Just go over to your machine and sew it together. Look at it here. When I was done sewing, you're using the front piece, side front piece, and you're sewing front to front. See it here, front to front. So when you're done, you're going to flip it over to the other side. So this is it when I was done. I have on the both side, the front and the back of one piece. You can see of one piece, front and the back of one piece. That's only side. That you pick your front and you pick your back and you one side, and you just go ahead and stitch them like that. This is the normal way you can stitch your skirt pocket and your gown pocket. So that's it. It's a very simple way of attaching your pocket. So when I'm done, I'm just going to stitch it this way, and I'm going to notch that part. I'm going to notch there, then I'll complete the sewing with half an inch. So that's it, guys. So this is how it is. So when you're done, you're actually going to notch that point, so it will be easy for you to complete the side seam with your half inch. At this front, I'm going to also make sure that this part where the pocket is going to come to the front. It's going to be at the front, not at the back. You know, this is the front and the back of one side, guys. This is the front and the back of one side. So front and the back of one side, let's say the left side and the left side, back and front. That's how you sew your trouser. So this is it. Now I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put the pocket. You can see you just fold it like this because I want to stop stitch. Fold your pocket this way. You're going to stop stitch your pocket. Fold it this way because we are going to go ahead now and top stitch on that part so that it's going to lie down flat, guys. Then stop stitch on that part also. So that's it. When I was done doing that, this is the time for us to sew the front, so the crouch actually. So you're going to pick the front side and the front, both the front, and you're going to stitch with half inch, and also the back side you're going to stitch them together with half an inch. So when I was done, this is it. This is the front, and that other side, this is the back, so with half an inch. So when we are done now, the midpoint that we have, the midpoint, we are going to sew from the midpoint. You sew to the other side of the trouser, and from the other side of the trouser you are going to sew to the other side. Don't start from the down, if not you may make mistake. You can see from the midpoint, sew it down to the other side, and from the other side you sew it to the other side. So that is it, guys. So this is it when I was done sewing. This is it when I'm done sewing. So we are going to go ahead now. After that, make sure your pocket is in place and is in front. It's placed in the front. Just stop stitch it, that part. Yes, stop stitch it so that it will tie them together. So when I was done, I'm going to go ahead now and measure the round of this round waist of this trouser. You know, I didn't use my actual waist. Then I actually cut a fabric of about 4 inches width, 4 inches width. That's what I did. Then I added paper stay to it. So I'm going to stitch. I now tear one side. I'm going to stitch the both sides, you know. So after that, I'm going to take exact measurement that I had from the waist that I measured. I'm going to take exact measurement that I have from the waist. Then I'm going to be leaving about half an inch for seam allowance. When I was done, I'm just going to go ahead and cut. Then I will stitch it. After stitching it, after cutting it, I'm still going to go ahead and stitch it back because it's going to be round. So when you're done stitching it, you're going to open it like this and you're going to iron that point. So when you're done ironing it, you're going to just fold it like this. It's going to be 2 after folding it. So you'll be using half inch to sew it. So you're going to be using half inch to sew it. And when you're done, you're going to be left with about 1 inch. Yes, so this is me. I'm trying to attach it. So you're going to use your pin. You're going to use your pin and pin it all round. The part where you have the sewing on the band, on the waistband, is where you're going to have the joining at the side. They are going to correspond, guys. They are going to correspond. So I'm just going to go around and pin it down. Then I'm going to go over to the machine. I stitch it. Look at it here when I was done stitching. This is it. You can see the seam, they are aligned. This is it also in this other side. The seams, they are all right. So this is it. We are not going to be doing the stop stitching and all of that. So we just want to do the simple. We are going to be using, I'll weave it. That's when I'm going to knitting the waistband. You're just going to weave it. that's going to, this is beginners friendly actually, guys. So I open a particular part. I'm going to pass my 1 inch elastic, passing my 1 inch elastic over there. So this is just a simple method. At the end, you're still going to have your pants perfectly fit, guys. So this is it. When I was done, I'm going to check if the waistband is going to fit in. So I'll just check, and if it does, I'm going to cut out the elastic. I'll just stitch it very well, stitch it over and over. It wasn't enough, so I have to expand it more. So when I was done and I make sure that I have enough, I'm just going to go ahead now and stitch it, top stitch it very well. Then when I was done, I'm going to finish up the rough parts that I opened and insert it. So I'm going to finish it up. So that's it. When I was done, this is my pant. You can actually, if you have a bigger, if your waist is bigger, like the fabric, the allowance you added is bigger, you can actually stop stitch on top to hold your elastic down. Then you can actually put a rope, but I did not, so I just left it like that. So this is our pant, is actually ready. So for you to know the length for you to fold, actually, because after sewing it, it's not going to be exactly what you left, so you're just going to go ahead and measure it like that from the side. Measure it to make sure that you have the real length that you want. Then when you're done, you fold it first, then you go ahead again and you fold it, then you go over to the machine, you sew it round. That's it, guys. So I'm going to put it on for you guys to see how comfortable it is, guys. You can actually wear it with a t-shirt, you can wear it on a Friday. It's very, very beautiful, and it is actually comfortable. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you to my returning subscribers, and to you that just saw this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. And guys, see you in my next one. Please give this video a thumbs up. Bye.